One of the few blessings of the China virus of COVID-19 is that with all our kids at home learning through Zoom classrooms, parents are finally getting to see what they're being taught. And instead of being shocked and just staying silent, some parents and even teachers are prepared to fight back. One of them is called Tatiana Ibrahim, and she was at a meeting in Carmel, New York, where she read the school board the riot act.
I want everyone to know what's going on because you're hiding it. You're hiding it. You know who does that? Communists do that. That's what you're doing, recruiting children. Children. You're recruiting children to hate our police officers. How dare you? You have a librarian in the high school passing out Black Lives Matter pins.
And then just outside the Washington swamp in Loudoun County, Virginia, the richest county in America, not a mother, not a parent, a teacher stood up to the board. This is Lilit Vanetsyan.
Teachers, it may seem that our careers have come to a dead end, but I'm here to remind you, we don't work for the school board. We work to mold the next generation of well-rounded American patriots. So don't give up because it is up to us. Students, you are on the front lines of these indoctrination camps. Challenge the staff when you're presented with a ludicrous statement, and do not allow anybody to tell you that you cannot accomplish anything because of your skin color or to hate yourself because of your skin color. Students, it is up to you to be the next generation of victims or victors.
Incredible warriors for freedom and the truth, fighting CRT and all that it represents. And they're with us right now here on the Gorka Reality Check. Welcome, Tatiana. Welcome, Lilit. Let's start with you, Tatiana. Who is your father, and is who he is part of why you're doing what you're doing? Explain your motivation for your bravery.
Yes, so my father is a retired police officer from New York City. He was a police officer back in the 70s and 80s when New York was literally under fire. He engaged with many gang violence groups, Black Panthers being one of them. And, you know, I spent many days, many nights, many holidays not seeing my father because he was out defending the lives of New Yorkers. He was spit on. He was attacked. He was picking up, unfortunately, small children that were being abused and murdered and raped from the violence and evil of this state at that time. You know, it was a horrible time for him, and his eyes showed the pain and suffering that he had endured. And now at his sweet age of 76, between Vietnam and being a New York City police officer, my father is literally drained. He's still a fighter, still believes that he's a police officer, always said he'll sacrifice his life to the day he dies. But the suffering that he endured by choice to help these people, it's just such an overwhelming and such an honor to have him as my father. And he's such an amazing man, you know, sacrificed it all for our family.
Lilit, explain why your family background feeds into your courage to stand up for the truth against CRT.
Hi, Mr. Gorka. I'm from Armenia, a former Soviet country. I was born and grew up in Europe, and we moved to the greatest nation in the world, the United States, back in 2004. My family has seen what it's like to live in tragedy, to actually be oppressed. So if we're going to teach our kids here in the greatest country where we have rights, liberty, and freedom that they are oppressed, we are naturally allowing them to have a victim mentality. And I refuse to take part in that.
All right, so the question I have for both of you, and God bless both of you for being fighters. I think you are the tip of the spear. There will be thousands, if not millions of others who will follow you. Here now on Newsmax, to our audience, will you tell me what your message is? Let's start with you, Lilit, to those parents, those teachers, those taxpayers who are afraid, who just want to keep their head down, and who don't want to speak the truth. Lilit.
If you don't speak the truth now, we will continue to see a rise in tyranny in our schools. Our schools are funded by politicians who don't have the best interest for you and for your children. We are where we are today because we haven't spoken up. So parents, keep your ears and your eyes open. Speak when you feel the need to speak up, which is now. And please stop voting for the same people who put you and your children and your current demise.
Yeah, absolutely. Tatiana, your message to those who are still afraid, still intimidated?
So to those that are still afraid and intimidated, it's been streaming all over on Twitter and all my pages. This past Tuesday, it was witness to the attack, physical and a brutal attacks against me at the Board of Ed. Do not let that discourage you. I was attacked. I was silenced. They pulled the microphone from me, a parent, after criticizing me and defaming me of things that were not true. These are your educators and BOE members that are recruiting our children and parents that are off to the extremist left side to attack. Do not let that discourage you. Okay, this is what they want. They want you to be scared. Yeah. They want to intimidate you. The That's more right. they do it, the harder you must fight. It is for our children, their future, our police officers, and for the good of this country.
Friends, this is what America looks like, and these are the kind of patriots that founded our nation. God bless you both. Keep doing what you do. Be more like Tatiana and Lilit.
Hey, I'm Rob Finnerty. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please join the conversation in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, too. Hit the bell icon to be alerted to breaking news. And remember, there's a whole lot more on Newsmax TV, America's fastest growing cable news network. Newsmax TV, where real news for real people.